Okay, we're live. Hey, Wojciech.
Oh,
Welcome to Stockholm. Welcome to Standout Coffee. So while we have this conversation, I have brewed two coffees. One which is roasted more than a month ago.
okay.
That's our like preparatory coffee experience. And then we have one coffee that is roasted 22 minutes ago. So that was up. So you have two coffees. Um, so and Veronica, do you drink coffee? Yes. So I'm gonna give you first the washed Marcatura geisha, uh, just to get our mouths started. Um, we have a very serious evaluation going on there
Yeah,
immediately.
aroma, fragrance.
So who are you and how did you get into coffee?
My name is and I'm from the Czech Republic. I got into coffee more than 10 years ago. I started my coffee career, when I was 12 years old. We had like coffee portafilter machine at home, and I started to check the YouTube videos of the coffee preparation and learn all the stuff. So that's my start. And then when I was 16, I started to compete in coffee. I actually started the first competition I was at was a Barista Championship, the Czech Barista Championship, when I was 16, which is like not according to the rules because you have to be it as a coffee competitor.
Yeah, of course.
So I tried to make sort of exception, and the head judge told like, yeah, it will be. Don't worry. It's like okay. I stood up to the stage and was like, "Hello, judges. My name is Vojta, and I'm 16 years old." And okay. And the guy who told me like it will be okay was like, ah.
Oh no.
So he said like, "Why have that?" And I was like, "I think it will be fine. It will be fun because I'm young. No, never say anything that's not according to the rules." So, but I placed 10th on the 10th place,
Yeah.
which is quite cool
Yeah.
from like 25 competitors.
Yeah, amazing.
And since then, I compete every year category. That's
But
out of
did you compete this year also? Because I know that you coached your brother this year.
yes, that was Brewers Cup.
Yeah,
That
okay,
was Brewers
okay.
Cup. Yeah,
Okay.
I have my brothers competed in the Brewers Cup this year for the first time, and I compete. And we also have one barista that I trained as well.
I read that.
Yeah.
And I want to say I don't know how you and your brother are, but he did write to me like my super godlike coach, my brother. So I don't know if he says that to your face either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But so I know that you have become the barista
Yes.
champion.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. And not only did you become the Czech barista champion, you also did pretty well at the World Barista Championship.
Yeah, I got into semifinals and placed on a 12th place.
That's amazing. I mean, both Oscar and I have competed at the Worlds, but neither of us ever made it to the semifinals. So we're
You.
in awe. Yeah, amazing accomplishment. So apart from competing, you are also running a coffee business or two in Brno, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us.
Yeah, we established the company Roses in 2017, and we started with a small cafe on a city side, not in the center, where we combine the craft beer and especially coffee, which passions. So it's called the Roses Beer and Coffee. So that's like 5 years now, running pretty well. Last November, we started a second cafe where we focus more on the specialty coffee itself. So we have like exceptional and super good coffees offer, vacuum packed free. So we have like 25 different for filter brewing in a cafe. You can try. And then we also have some kinds of like coffee projects besides, like especially coffee advent calendar, which you may know because you're part of that this year. That's pretty fun project. We call it a heart attack project before Christmas
Yeah.
because like getting 24 different coffees and from 24 different roasteries, at the same time to pack it and make the calendar. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because you
Yes.
don't want it to be too long since it was roasted. It should be just optimal, but you want to
Exactly.
get it out.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
and you're
that's,
getting coffee from like 12 European countries. Don't know if DHL or PPL or all the logistic stuff
oh my God.
will come on time, which is
No.
like pretty
Yeah,
fast
pretty
because
necessary.
we need to repack the coffee, our special tins, fit to the calendar.
But it's an amazing project. But you're right, a heart attack project.
Yes.
It's or yeah, or like young and foolish
This
is
year
what
it
I
will
would
be
call
for
it.
the fourth time we do the project,
Right.
and none of the projects before, none of the times before was like okay. There was always a problem with something. It was paper, it was coffee itself. We're
Well,
prepared
and
for everything.
I was going to turn to Veron. I was going to say, does every year say, never again? I'm never again doing. Yeah, of course. And then, of
No, no,
course,
no. It's not true. It's not true.
yeah.
I say next year it will be okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because we know what to do, and we do what's wrong, and bad things happens.
But it's super interesting that I mean, you talk about yourself and your brother as like really, really into coffee. But then the first project, coffee and beer.
Yeah,
And then after that, you do more specialized
yeah,
coffee thing, sort of route to take.
yeah. I was focused on coffee like from the very beginning, from the 12 year when I was 12 years
Mm.
old. But when I was 16, I started to brew my own beer. So we started to our beer, like tasting all beer types and beer stuff. So the combination of coffee and beer and coffee, kind of like the way we want to go.
No, and I mean, as I showed you here, we're sharing the
Yeah,
space with a brewery. Sensory, beverage, all of these interests. Obviously, there's a lot
yeah,
of crossover.
yeah, yeah. It's a bit different. Like when you taste coffee and wine,
Yeah,
you are not a wine sommelier. When you
right.
are a cube coffee, flavors are very different. But yeah, exactly.
But are you getting into wine also?
A bit.
That's the next shop.
Yeah. I love wine.
So I mentioned that I had brewed two different coffees. One is from El Obraje in Colombia. Really, in many ways, like my like regular morning cup of coffee
Yeah,
because it's so like it
complex.
super complex. It's washed. There's some geisha. There's some maracaturra, what they call a field blend. It grows. That was our like starting coffee. But then I also this coffee from Honduras, which is next subscription by Moises Herrera, and it's a let me get this right. It's a anaerobic fermented first, but then wash process also variety. I mean, wife El are known Honduras coffee. Um, First time we have a coffee from them, and we literally threw this in the Ikawa sample roaster, you know, earlier this
Yeah.
morning. It's resting for 30 minutes. But I thought that we'd have a taste.
Are we the first one who tastes the?
You literally are the first one. Yeah. It just the
That's very nice.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. And I have to say, so for me, both judging, but also in my daily practice. For me, always start with the aromatics,
Yeah,
and I always uh, prefer to smell from this. So I don't know how you are because I
I do the
see.
same. Yeah.
Oh, you do the same because I saw that you were smelling your cup. I always feel quite frustrated by that, where I'm like, yeah, it's in my opinion,
Yeah.
humbly, it's a very nice cup. And as I mentioned, just like a pretty straight, basic sample curve,
Yeah.
a lot of potential.
The fermentation is quite okay and well done. It's super fermented. It's being super. The aroma is transparent and in flavor. I have some tropical fruit stuff. You have it
You
the same.
heard it here. Yes. There. I hope Oscar was writing down. That's our taste description. No argument. But on a serious note, so my like as a consumer or a coffee lover and guest, my relationship to coffees from both Moist and really from drinking Vendelbo coffee, both their Katui, but also when we tried the samples, there was a part of me that was like, oh, but do we dare to roast some geisha from them because all these people out there are going to compare it to what they are doing? But we tasted a few different versions, pots, and they were all spectacular, extra spectacular, I thought.
Very nice coffee. How long have been the fermentation done?
I'm not gonna say because I want to be. I was
after the.
Yes, exactly. Truth is because I'm comparing. I'm like, wait, which lot was it? Was it 18 hours or was it 72? I need to go back to my. I don't make stuff up. Tell us more about like what's happening in the Czech Republic, because my impression is that it's a really vibrant coffee community.
Yes.
Tell us more. What's happening in the Czech Republic?
Yes, it is very special about the Czech Republic and the specialty coffee scene that we have specialty cafes not only in cities, and travel all around the Czech Republic to mountains, lakes, and there is some specialty cafe. I think very rare to find anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the world. Like very special for the Czech Republic, and also the number of the specialty coffee roasteries that's rising I would say every week. Every week, I think there is open one specialty coffee roastery in the Czech Republic.
Oh, that's amazing. Hey.
Yeah,
that's really amazing. I mean,
so the culture is like very, very high and very good.
Yeah.
Also, the people, community is friendly. All the people know each other, and when we meet on the competitions and on the festivals, amazing time spent with your friends, with your colleagues.
I mean, what you're describing is like the dream scenario.
Yes.
I would say that not only here in Stockholm, but very often in a lot of sort of coffee communities, there's like a lot of warmth and you care and you hope your friends do well.
Yeah.
But obviously also there's a fair bit of competition and I do know in some European countries you have like different camps. Like, oh, we're on this side, we like this. They're on that side, they like that kind of. Here in Sweden specifically, I'll tell you, or I would say in the Nordic region, for a while there was a bit of like sort of a group of roasters were in the we only like washed coffees, which is each their own. Everybody has the right to their opinion.
But as a coffee professional, you can't be objective if you drink coffees.
Well, I would most of the time try to talk about like, we here we're drinking a geisha. Like I don't really, I like good coffee.
Yeah.
Period. If it's a katui or a geisha or heirloom or natural, washed, anaerobic, not,
Exactly.
if it's tasty,
yeah,
I'm all in.
Yeah.
This is Ponyo. He's
as you said, we have also in the Czech Republic. I don't think that the trend of anaerobic I don't like. Maybe it's because I never tried a good anaerobic fermentation.
Yeah. And actually to be sort of transparent and honest, after Sasa Sestic competed with the carbonic maceration fermentation, I was super curious and pretty quick to start tasting and buying some anaerobics and CM fermented coffees. And my personal opinion is that that this is a great example of that, this coffee that we tried, is that it's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
In the beginning, maybe the technique could be described as a little bit like heavy-handed, but now it's getting refined and just like so amazing.
Because the first years of the anaerobic fermentation was 400 hours, 500 hours, and it tastes like at all those rotten alcohol
Yes. Yes.
fermented stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
not good. Definitely,
No,
it's not good. It's a defect.
No. This brings us into a conversation which I think we'll do next time when we come to visit you, but about like how obviously what we are demanding as roasters or specialty coffee entrepreneurs creates reverberations in among the producers who then say like, okay, these crazy people want crazy stuff. Let's ferment this for, you know, an insane amount of time. But we'll get into that. But that being said, I think that we're gonna say thank you.
Very much for reminding me.
And this was amazing. Right. So subscribe. Sign up. And I want to say that that we don't talk about it that much, but I think we've mentioned it. We do have an amazing offer. First month sign up for our competition subscription, you get 50% off. So it's like 12 euros and 50 cents, including shipping, for this coffee. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
Barista.
Right. And the company is The Roses.
The Roses, yeah.
Yeah, in the Czech Republic. Perfect. Thank
you. Thanks. Bye.